I'm Michelle Carney here with IdeateTV at the Dances with Films Festival in Los Angeles, and I'm here with...
I'm Raya Miles, actor and producer of Our Happy Place.
Yeah, I'm Paul Bickel. I'm the writer, director, actor, producer, camera operator, crew of Our Happy Place.
Impressive. Wow.
She was also crew as well.
Well, let's just start off. Why don't you share a little bit about what that process is like doing so many roles in this film?
Well, we were isolated. It was during quarantine, and we wanted to create this project.
Yeah.
And so we literally decided to do it just us. So the whole thing started with just the two of us doing everything from camera to lighting to sound. And it was really intense and really fun creative process.
Yeah. The word fun. Yeah, part of it was fun.
Sometimes
yeah, it was. But yeah, there was definitely parts of it where, oh my God, we're going into the snow. I have to lug up all our equipment up the side of a mountain in 4 feet of snow and then shoot it and then turn the camera on, run down, be in the shot, run back up the mountain, turn the camera off. So that part wasn't fun.
Well, and there was definitely a learning curve when it came to our checklist because, for example, our opening scene, I think we ended up having to redo like 3 to 4 times. It was the first scene we shot, and it was just little stuff like battery went dead in the middle of things, or a SIM card, or that spot on the lens.
Spot on the lens. We shot, our first opening sequence was it wasn't snowing, but it was only 20-some degrees. And first time we forgot batteries, and it was about a 20-minute drive out into the wilderness. And we forgot the batteries. Next day, we forgot a SIM card. Third day, we felt like we got it to get home, and then to find out that there was a spot on the lens. So we had to go back again. So I guess it was 4 times. Yeah.
Well, it's hard.
But then our checklist got really tight after that. Like, no more of that.
We had to, yes.
And was this the first film that you made?
No, it's not my first film, but it's first feature that we made.
Feature.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. And so playing all these different roles, did the film kind of evolve as you were creating it, or did you stick to the script with it? You know, because you're seeing things in the camera, maybe you decide you want to film things differently.
No, actually, we used every single shot that we filmed. It was definitely planned out all the way through. Once we got into editing, we took it to Jim Holdridge, fantastic editor. He had a few suggestions, and then we said, okay, I can see that. We need to add this scene, because there was something that we felt like, oh yeah, I was missing this piece. So we did do a little bit of a re-edit. But, it is interesting that, filmmaking is a weird thing, because you start with a script. It's all yours. There's no one else, not too much involvement, especially we didn't really pass it around to anybody because it was just us. And also because I was filming it, I didn't have any descriptions. It was just dialogue because I knew how I wanted to shoot it. And then, but that's ours. And then when you film it, that's another thing, although we kept to it pretty well. And then when you take it to the edit, I had made the first pass, Jim did the second pass, then it changes. And it becomes more of a group effort and a collaborative piece, which is great. I suggest everybody make filmmaking in a collaborative way because you come up with some amazing ideas that way. And then the final process is I went back and re-edited it again, and that's what we ended up with.
Well, and even then with the group process there, during that post work with that final edit, there were tweaks all along as the composer got involved, realizing that there's that response to the music and those beats, and actually that scene needed that little second longer or whatever to breathe. So there was a lot of great flexibility because of doing it with friends and doing it with amazing, creative, talented people. And then even during the shooting of any given scene, Paul would have that script. But then, if Tracy Toms and Eugene Bird were 2 of the other actors that we worked with throughout. And, if they brought something amazing to the moment, he was 100% open to going that direction. So, he was also being really responsive to those spontaneous things that you can do when you're making something for yourself.
Yeah, especially because when you have the vision and you're kind of locked into it, other people's perspectives and opinions, you never know what they're going to bring.
Exactly.
So it's nice that, especially with a smaller team, then you kind of have that freedom to be able to explore.
The smallest team in Hollywood.
And how long did it take you to film this?
Oh,
It was about 2 years at all.
2 years in all. We went through two winters and two summers, right? Or did we keep filming? There was other times. It was 2 years.
Wow.
2 years of filming, and we shot. I tried to create the overall look in a twilight kind of atmosphere where it has everything was overcast, and it allows to have a nice overall lighting without harshness. And because we didn't have a crew, I couldn't put up a 20 by 20 scrim. That wasn't going to happen. So we were only able to shoot maybe an hour or two every day outside.
Oh, wow.
Because in Big Bear, the sun goes over the mountain, but it doesn't go over the horizon. So you get a pretty long time of filming with that nice overcast look. Mm-hmm. So it took us a long time.
We had the luxury of time now.
Yeah, because of COVID. We shot during COVID. Yeah.
That's incredible. It's a bold project to say we have 2 hours a day to be able to shoot this.
Yeah.
Take as many years as we need.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we needed the time. Yeah.
And what's your vision for this film?
How do you mean? You mean from where it's going to go from right now? Well, I hope to get a distribution deal. Anybody out there? We have a few people that are, actually quite a few people that approached us. So I don't think we'll have trouble selling it. We just need to find the right fit. Someone who believes in the project. That's really important for anybody out there selling a film. Make sure they believe in your project. You want to have someone on board.
Mm-hmm. And have you screened it already, or is this the premiere? Okay. How's the response been?
It was awesome. We had like a 90% full audience the other night. It was Wednesday night, and the audience did that fabulous thing where they cringed at all the right moments and screamed at all the right moments and laughed at all the levity, like all the little breaks and comedy moments that are throughout. So it was really satisfying.
Mm-hmm. And what do you want people to take away from this film, or how do you want them to feel leaving it?
Really scared, creeped out. We've had a lot of people say that, like, oh, great, well, now we can't go to Big Bear and hang out in the woods anymore. We're like, we did it. And I have friends that won't hang out with him anymore because he's scary in the movie.
And what's next for you two?
Hopefully the next project, this time with a real live crew.
Yeah, I would love to have a crew. We're talking to quite a few different producers about this next project that we want to get going. So I can't really talk about it right now, but
Of course, so that's very exciting. And can you tell us a little bit about the kind of the tone and the feel of it?
Oh man, the tone. I mean, how do you describe tone? Tone is a very difficult thing. I always give this example when someone talks to me about tone. So you can take a Tarantino script and someone will read it and think, oh my God, the scene goes on forever and ever. And then he films it and it's, it couldn't have been any shorter or longer. It is the right amount of time. And that's tone. And it's
on the film.
Yeah, my tone is the film. So I don't know how to describe it because it is, in words. Yes.
Visual media.
What she said, yes.
You just have to see it.
You just have to see it to get the tone. But it definitely has a tone. Hopefully you'll walk away from it, questioning yourself and trying to figure it out along the way. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, for people who want to find you, support you, see the film, where can they go?
Ourhappyplacemovie.com is our website for the film and also for Paul's other short films. You can see them there. Like a screener of Our Happy Place won't be available until we get distribution, and you can hopefully, end up streaming it on whatever platform we go with.
Mm-hmm. And one final question. Tell me about the title.
Well, it's a bit of a juxtaposition of what the movie is, so we were walking along in Big Bear, and someone named their house Our Happy Place, and I thought that's a great title for this because it's not exactly a happy film, but I thought, I got a wry sense of humor, so why not? Yeah. That sounded really good. Yeah.
That's part of the tone. It goes with that part of the tone.
Yeah, definitely does, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, and make sure to check out Our Happy Place. I'm Michelle Carney with IdeateTV.
Thank you.